Ashwin snatching. Let's take a look what happens as he comes off the floor. From what I see, bum lifts up, that sends the weight forwards onto the toes, and then we have a big swing on the bar. Let's go back to the start and take a closer look. I want to see where these shoulders are in relation to the bar, and that looks pretty good. Crease of armpit directly above the bar. I'm happy with that. Now let's take a look as Ashwin comes off the floor. We're going to see the end of the bar there. It's already kicking forwards as he's tightening up, and that bar is drifting the whole time. Bar has gone forwards here away from that line and goes around the knees. Now you can clearly see that if you draw a line vertically down from the end of the bar here, that is going to be right over his toes. I don't know how he's hanging on to that, but working super hard in the back to maintain the position. Let's just go back to the start again. Here we go. I'm also going to draw a line across Ashwin's back so you can see the angle of the back in that start position. We're seeing here the bum lifting, the weight drifting forwards onto the toes, the bar going around the knees. What we'd like to see, the correction here, would be to maintain a strong back, push with the legs so that the shins and knees come back. And that bar, if anything, should be coming backwards onto that line, if not behind the line. The blue line I'm referring to. As we've come past the knees here, you can see the angle of the back has changed. We've dropped the chest a little. Those lines should be parallel. I'm going to get rid of a couple of those lines. Here we go. Now if I draw a line vertically down from the crease of armpit, you're going to see that everything has drifted forwards in front of the base of support. The only way that we're going to stop toppling forwards is to use the lats, to use the arms to pull the bar back into the body. And that's what we're seeing here. At this point, there is no way the arms could be loose. If the arms were loose, the end of the bar would be on the yellow line. But because we've drifted forwards, bums come up, weight is on the toes, we're now having to use the upper body to pull the bar onto us. This is what we call that scooping effect. I'm going to get rid of the lines for a second. Because we're now trying to use the upper body, look what's happened here to the shoulders. The shoulders have rounded. That's in an attempt to shrug and tug on the bar, to lift the bar higher. There go the arms. There's a break in the arms. The arms are pulling. Extension is not bad, but because the arms are now pulling, what we've got here is a flick with the hips. Look at the feet. They never leave the ground. Or maybe they do, the fraction, but not enough. There's not enough upward power or downward power into the ground to generate that upward float. And the legs can't do the job if the arms are pulling and shrugging. What we've got here is a bit of a reverse curl trying to drop underneath the bar. But the bar doesn't need to be up here. It doesn't need to be up past up to the ribs, up to the chest. If anything, I want to see good extension here, with the shoulders set back and down, and that bar a little bit lower. I'd like to see the bar all the way down here with the arms nice and loose without that shrug in the shoulders. Now if you can do that and keep the bar super low, you'll then use the legs powerfully. That will generate the upward momentum on the bar, giving the lifter plenty of time to drop underneath. Because we're seeing a bit of a reverse curl, it causes the swing on the bar, and that's the reason here that the bar, one of the reasons the bar bounces off Ashwin. The other problem, I'm just going to highlight here, is look how high the bar comes, all the way up to there. Let me just make a little line so you can see how high the bar has travelled. And then Ashwin's trying to catch the bar, but look how low he is. So low when he's trying to receive that bar, which is a great position, but the bar has just dropped down and crashed off him. That bar has come straight down here, hit the lifter at the bottom, and then bounces off. Let's take a look at that last bit there at full speed, and you can see the bar coming crashing down and bouncing off.